What's up you guys, welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we're gonna be testing out a bunch of new drugstore makeup products. I was gonna do a video on the new ColourPop Hocus Pocus collection. This is just so cute and so fun to get us into the spirit of October and Halloween time. Very good marketing on ColourPop's point. When I saw that I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. That's my favorite Halloween movie. So I really loved that. And then I was like, you know what, there's a couple other products that I've been wanting to try from the drugstore, so let's just throw it all together in one video and do a bunch of first impressions. I know I've been doing a lot of these recently, but honestly there's been so much new makeup coming out, so I'm trying to get you guys reviews on as many products as possible so I can share my thoughts on it and everything with you guys. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you like when I test drugstore products. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first things first, I can't even believe that it's already October. I'm just like, what in the world? How did we get here? Like, I'm still mentally, I feel like, in February, which was like the last, I feel like, good, you know, month we had before like everything in the world kind of turned to chaos. But I'm excited. I love fall. This is my favorite season. And then going into the holidays and stuff. So I think we're looking up from here. At least I hope so. All right, so the first thing we're gonna jump in with to prep our skin, this is newer from e.l.f. and this is their CBD facial oil. So it says a rich facial oil to help calm the skin. My dad like swears by CBD lotion. He has back pain, he puts it on his back and it helps him a lot. So I'm just gonna put a couple drops of this on my fingers. Light oil, which I like, and just use this. It has a light scent to it. I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but it's okay. e.l.f. has like a full CBD line. They do also have a lip oil, which, you know what, maybe I'll put that on my lips too to just condition them throughout the tutorial before we go in with like our actual lip product. It does feel like a light oil, so it looks like it should be fine to layer foundation and stuff on top of, so I like that. And we're using more of like a lighter foundation today anyways. So that's the face oil, and then they have, this is a 5 milligram CBD lip oil. So it says a soothing lip oil that leaves the lips soft and supple? I don't know what supple means. I'm like, whatever. Ooh. This one has like a peppermint smell. I like this one better, this scent on this. I'm just gonna apply this to the lips to help nourish them throughout the tutorial. They've been pretty dry recently, I don't know why. I guess maybe the weather's getting a little bit crisper. It's like getting down to like the 40s at nighttime. I'm like, whoa, yesterday was like August, what's going on? But it really wasn't anymore, I don't know. Crazy. All right, now for foundation, but it's technically a BB cream, I've been wanting to try this. This is new from Catrice. This is their Clean ID Hydro BB cream. So it says 99% natural ingredients. It's vegan, and it says an ultra hydrating tinted beauty balm, and it has shea butter in it, which is nice. So I have a couple different shades of this right here. I think I'm gonna go in with either medium or medium warm, depending on what matches my self tan better. But I wanted to show you guys what we're gonna use to apply it, because this is a new kind of product. So this is from Real Techniques. I got this in the mail the other day and I was like, whoa. So this is their normal complexion sponge. We all know it, we love it, it's great. So I will dampen this. I'll use that to actually apply the BB cream, but they came out with this new guy. So what are they calling this again? They're calling it their Miracle Powder Sponge. So it is this new sponge. It honestly looks the same as the orange one. So at first I just thought they were like coming out with a different color. And then I was like, oh no, it's different. They do feel a bit different in texture. This orange one's more smooth. This one is more like, it reminds me of the Juno & Co sponges, like kind of like fuzzy. So this is supposed to be to apply powder. So we're gonna use this to apply our powder. So I'm gonna go dampen both of these and then we'll test it out. It did say with the powder sponge to use it damp if you wanted more of a satin finish, to use it dry if you wanted a matte finish. So I'm going for more satin. All right, so I dampened those guys both up. They got a bit bigger. I feel like I need to make this camera a little brighter. The sun is like going down. All right, so we're gonna go in with the regular one. I already know I like this, but let's see about this Clean ID Hydro BB cream from Catrice. So this one's medium warm. That actually looks like to my neck. It should match pretty well, so we'll go in with that. I can always lighten it up if necessary. Ooh, it feels like very almost like a gel, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. It feels nice. I'm just going in with the flat side of the Real Techniques sponge and blending that all out. Oh wow, yeah, this feels really nice on the skin. Nice and hydrating, which is what I need. My skin has been breaking out like crazy from this maskne. I'm like, all right. Like, obviously I know we have to wear the mask, so I'm not complaining about that, but I'm like, enough with the maskne skin. Like, you gotta get used to this mask at some point, because I feel like it's gonna be a while that we're gonna be wearing these things, so I'm gonna need you to start cooperating. Like, oh my goodness. So I just feel like my skin has been all out of whack, but this feels really, really nice. Definitely light coverage, but I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. You know, it's a BB cream and it describes it more as like a balm, but I feel like it did give a nice tint to my skin, did help to cover up some of my redness. Like, obviously we can still see my blemishes and stuff peeking through, but it's nothing crazy. And I'll go in and hit those with some concealer. When I use like lighter coverage products like this, I like to do that, like go in with concealer and just spot conceal the areas where I feel like I need a little bit extra. So I'm just gonna grab, this is not the concealer we're gonna be using under our eyes. I'm gonna use a different one that's new, but I'm just gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape to conceal some of my blemishes, just because I know that this works well. All I need, you guys know you can use code Kelly for 15% off of all of Tarte's products, but I'm just gonna blend this out. I'll use the little tip part. So I feel like this would have been a great product to have this summer, like for the beach or the pool or something. So I'm kind of sad that it just like that I just am trying it now. And I'm pretty sure it like just came out relatively recently, but I might go in with a smidge more just to see if we can build up that coverage. Oh man, you guys, okay, I'm noticing now it's like super patchy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's this sponge, but I don't think so because I've used this sponge a lot of times. Like, if you see in here, it's just like completely patching off. And on my forehead too, it's super, super patchy. Like I have this like blotch. Oh, I like the way this felt on my skin. I just feel like this is not gonna work for me. Like this is actually like a disaster. And I feel like maybe it like doesn't look that bad. Like, do you guys see right there? Like it just doesn't, I don't know. Dang! I just feel like this is not gonna work. Like this is not even like, I really wanted to like this because it felt really nice on my skin, but I feel like this is just not working for me at all. So debating, I'm like, I can't even really like leave this on and still do a makeup look because it's just gonna look crazy. So this isn't working for me, unfortunately. That stinks. So I'm not gonna take it off completely because it's just very patchy. It didn't really do a ton anyways. I just can't believe how patchy that looks. That's crazy. I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of Too Faced Born this way. I know this isn't a drugstore product and we're doing a drugstore video, but I know this will work for my skin and will give me an even complexion to work off of because I can't like, you know, put other makeup on top of this and then give it a fair review because I feel like I'm just gonna hate everything if my skin looks all crazy and patchy. So I'm just gonna blend this on here. So unfortunately that BB cream, it didn't work for me. Really wanted to like it because it felt really nice going on, but it just, yeah, like at first I feel like I didn't notice it. It also was getting so dark behind me now. And then after like a minute, I started to realize like, wait, this is really patchy. Dang! And I mean, this is applying fine now with this sponge. So it's not the sponge, it's the product. And it's not the primer either because then it would be doing it also to this foundation, you know? That's kind of why I didn't want to take it all off. Then I can still test and see. So the Catrice BB cream's a no-go. Let me just blend this out real quick and we will continue on with testing the new products. Sorry guys. All right, now we're gonna jump into concealer. These are brand spanking new. This is from Essence and this is their High Beauty line. And this is their under eye brightening concealer. So I have two of these. I have Peach Beige and Rose Beige. So these are actually really nice because they're supposed to be brightening, which you guys know I like. I'll probably go in with Peach Beige. This one's a little bit deeper. This is the second shade, I believe, and apply this to my under eyes. So it does say it's an under eye brightening concealer. So it's not a color corrector, even though it like obviously isn't your typical shade of concealer. It is supposed to be like a concealer. So it's not like you use two separate products. Looks very salmon-y, but we'll see. That is what's supposed to be best. So just popping that on the under eyes. I have a feeling that I'm not gonna like this either, and I'm sad. I like testing fun new products that work good, not ones that don't, but I mean, I guess this is good. I don't want to jump to conclusions though. Maybe I'll like it once it's blended out, but I feel like, what is happening? This is like also, do you guys see? It's so red. Is that the concealer or is that my skin like coming off through? No, it's the concealer. It made my skin so red. Like, so like, I mean, I guess that's brightening, but like not the kind of brightening you want. I don't want red underneath my eyes. That's so weird. Today is just testing me, y'all. Oh my goodness. I feel like normally I can like make most products work, but today I just can't work with these products. My goodness. I mean, but honest, maybe it's my skin or like what, something going on. I don't know. Because sometimes, you know, products that I love, other people hate and vice versa. So if you love this, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just like literally go over the bottom of this with leftover foundation and just kind of put that there because this is not working for me. Like, I guess I get the brightness aspect, but it looks red underneath my eyes. Like, I don't like that. Okay, so these are a no for me. I'm gonna jump in with a little Shape Tape just underneath my eyes so we can try and like salvage this look. I never have to do this, like in my videos. Like I normally can, at least if I don't like a product, oh, there we go on my nose. Today is just not my day. Like normally if I don't like a product, at the very least, I can still like make it work to do a look. Do you know what I mean? But today it's like, I can't even do that, like, cause it just is like bad. Or at least just not working for me. All right, now we're back on track a little bit. That helps. I just use a little bit just so we can conceal out those under eyes and kind of cover up that red under eye that it gave me. And see, I know it can't be the sponge because this is blending out the concealer fine, like the concealer that I know works for me, so it has to be the concealer. All right. Moving on, let's hope the rest of this goes well. So I want to test the powder sponge thing from Real Techniques. So I felt like this would work best with a loose powder. That's what a lot of the marketing was. So I grabbed the CoverGirl banana powder. You guys know I love this. It's a great powder. So I figured we could apply this with it and see how it does on my under eyes. And this is also a pretty full coverage powder too. So I'm gonna dip it in. I feel like that's a lot of powder on there. I'm just gonna pounce it. Oh my goodness, okay, that's a lot of powder, yes. It's okay, we'll blend it out. And honestly, we need the coverage with everything going on. It's actually blending out the powder nicely. I can't complain, okay. Do the other eye. It's very soft feeling, which is nice. Brings them down my nose. I feel like this is good for like packing on the powder, and then you need to go back with like a brush and kind of like brush off the excess, but it's nice to like bake with it, like at first, you know? And then you can just brush off anything needed. Realistically, like, is this gonna be something that I use all the time moving forward? No, probably not. I feel like, I don't know, a brush kind of does the same thing, but I don't think it's bad. So I'm gonna let that sit and then I'll brush off the excess once we're done. I wanna see how it works with pressed powder. So now I'm like, I don't even know if I wanna try this. This is the Fixing Compact Powder. This is also new from Essence, part of the High Beauty line. So it's like a compact powder. It's green, but it says it's translucent. Remains invisible on the skin. The light green shade perfectly adapts to skin tones. Let's see. So I'm gonna go in with the flat side and just kind of go like this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll just tap this. Oh, this has a nice scent to it. I like the smell. The greenish tint, it goes away for the most part. You could really, like if you really look up close, you can see a little bit still. I feel like my skin is just like, honey, what are you doing today? Oh my God, thank you guys for bearing with me through this. Not everything is always happiness and nice products. I mean, tell me if you guys can see at home. Like, I feel like I can see in person, like looking in a mirror, that this has a greenish tint to it. Like, and it's not perfectly adapting to my skin. Like, I still see green. You know, is it as green as it's on the sponge? No, but I still definitely see green. Today's not my day. I'm gonna just go in with this fluffy powder brush and like wipe this all over everything and hope that kind of blends everything together. There's no like product or anything on this. I'm just blending everything out. Yeah, these are not my favorite products. Okay, so now that our skin is a beautiful array of green and red and we're just having so much fun together, let's jump into the ColourPop Hocus Pocus collection. Maybe I should have just done the Hocus Pocus review on its own instead of lumping it all together, because I feel like ColourPop isn't gonna let me down and I'm gonna like this. Fingers crossed, because so far this has not been good. And you guys know, I always try and be respectful. Like, if a product doesn't work for me, it doesn't mean it's not gonna work for you, but these are just not working for me. And if I can make something work, I'll make it work, you know? You guys have seen me do that in the past. Today is just not my day. All right, anyways, moving forward, let's jump into the Hocus Pocus palettes. So beautiful. Okay, so we have some neutrals, we have some greens, some pinks, some pinky purples. I'm thinking we'll do a green eye. I don't think I've ever really done one, so let's do something a little different. I'm gonna jump in first with On Toast up here, just as like a neutral shade. Maybe we can match the green tint of our skin to our eyes, you know? Just trying to think positive here. And let's just buff this into our crease. Just gonna go in with this first as a neutral transition shade before we go in with that deeper green, just so we have something to work off of. Also, I should probably zoom you guys in so you can see. Hang on. All right, now you're nice and zoomed so you guys can see as I blend this out. So far we're looking good, nice and pigmented. Thank you ColourPop for saving the day. I also just recently got a ColourPop affiliate code, which I'm so excited about. You guys know I love ColourPop and have used them all the time on my channel, but I was never a part of their affiliate program, so I never had a coupon code for you. People would always ask me and I'd be like, no, I don't have one, but I know so-and-so, like somebody else that has one, and you can use their code. So I officially do have a ColourPop coupon code, so So code Kelly will get you 10% off of your entire purchase on their website. So I'm really, really excited about that just because you guys, again, know that I love their products. So yeah, that'll work on this collection or, you know, anything that you want to get from their site. Get a nice little discount. All right, this is looking good. And we are gonna make this look come together. Comment down below if you guys ordered this collection. This launched the day that I'm filming this, I believe. So a lot of you guys may have already ordered it. I apologize that I didn't get it up before it launched. It's been a little crazy over here. You guys will hear a bit more on that. I'm gonna do like a sit down life update kind of video soon, but it's been a little crazy on my end and you guys will know a bit more soon. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Bewitched now, which is this dark kind of matte green, and I'm gonna build that color up in the crease. Oh my goodness, okay, she is pigmented. And I just kind of work that into the brown so they blend together seamlessly. I'm so not used to using green on my eyes. I feel like I like pinks and purples I use, oranges, but greens and blues are my least used like eyeshadow shades. I don't use them very frequently. No specific reason, I don't know, just not shades that I gravitate to, but I wanted to do something a little different for you guys today. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I have green eyes though, so I don't know if it's that you're supposed to use green to make your green eyes pop. I think it's the opposite. I think you're supposed to use like the opposite color, like purple, I think, is what I'm supposed to use to make green eyes pop. Someone let me know down below if that's correct, but that's what I think I've been told. But my eyes kind of change. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're green. I never even really know, so. But my license says green, so that's what I go with. All right, now all over the lid, I'm gonna go in with this green shimmer. This is Yabos. And I'm gonna start by just applying with my finger on the lid, and then I can go in with a brush for any areas I can't reach. But having my nails short right now helps to really pack this on. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, St. Patrick's Day, couple months early. That's what vibes this is giving me, but I like it. I'm here for it. And this applies really nicely with a finger. I don't even need to really go in with a brush. Okay, now I'm gonna jump in with Full Moon, which is the lightest shade in the palette. And I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner. This is pretty light, just to brighten that up. And then I'm gonna also apply it beneath the brow bone, like so. You know what? I kind of want to use this pressed glitter. There's a pressed glitter in the palette. This shade right here, it's called Brew Potion. So I'm gonna go with my finger with that too. Really pigmented. I'm just gonna pop that on top of that green. Ooh, this is really pretty. Dang. I like this. And packs on very easily with the finger. It's not like loose and going everywhere, which I like. Ooh, I like this actually. I feel like that made the eye more brown now. Just, I mean, because it is a brown glitter, it's pretty full coverage. I was thinking it would be a little bit less coverage and the green would still peek through. You can still see the green, but it's less. It's still a pretty shade. If you did like a glam, like Frankenstein, like look or something for Halloween, maybe this would be cute for that. And then on the bottom, I'm gonna tie in a little bit of purple. So I'm gonna go in with these two mattes down here. We have Night of Frolic and then Dead Man's Toe. This one's more purpley, this one's more like maroon. So I'm gonna just mix these together and I'm just gonna smudge that on the lower lash line. I like the like combo of green and purple together. Wow, this is vibrant too. They were not playing. Pretty. We have a lot going on the eyes, but I like it, okay? A little out of my comfort zone. Okay, I'm gonna just jump in with some liner right now because whenever I do a very different like bottom, like lower lash line color from the colors that I have on the top of my eyes, I like to use like a winged liner to kind of break it like apart because it can be difficult to like seamlessly kind of go from like a purple to a green. You know, obviously they're two very different colors, so it's a little tip of mine. So I'm just gonna jump in. This is from Ofra, their verified liner, which I love. This is a great liquid liner. And just pop on thin little wing to just help everything seamlessly flow together. This liner is so good. See, I just feel like that helps to kind of break it apart a little bit, so I like to do that. Just gonna do the other eye real quick, and then we'll jump in with lashes. Okay, so this collection actually has lashes in it, which is super cute. So they're called the Boss Witch Faux Lash. They look really pretty, so I'm gonna just pop some glue on these and we'll pop them on. All right, gonna just pop this on. I did trim it slightly because they're pretty long, which is good news if you have bigger eyes. It should be good for you. And then if you have smaller eyes like me, you can just trim it up to fit your eye. But they feel very light, so I like that. I wish Too Faced put lashes in more of their collections. I actually like the lashes from them that I like have tried, but I feel like they're not like known as much for their lashes, but I think these look really pretty. All right, then I'm gonna go in with one of the liners from the collection. So this is in Trick or Treat, and this is like a purpley liner. They do have a green one and like a more red one, but I feel like this one will go best with what we have going on the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna work that in there. I love their cream gel liner formula. Very pigmented and lasts really well in the waterline, even if you have watery eyes like me. Yeah, this actually matches the color we did under the eyes like perfectly. Alrighty. All right, now for mascara. Let's see if this one's a hit. This is also from the High Beauty line from Essence. This is their Vegan Volume Mascara. So it looks like it's a tiny little wand, because normally like volumizing mascaras have big wands, so it's small. Apply it to my lower lashes, because since we have those falsies on, we won't really see, you know, on the top how much it does, but on the bottom we should be able to see. Seems to be working pretty well. It does seem like a very light mascara. Like I feel like this is gonna take me a long time to like work it up. Like it's more of like a natural, I feel like, mascara, but that's okay. It is getting a little bit clumpy, I can tell on the lower lashes, so I'm just gonna stop with that. It looks alright. It's sad because I do really like Essence. Like I like their products. Normally this line is just not working well for me. I'm just gonna put a small coat on my upper lashes just to blend with the falsies. This line just wasn't my favorite with the products, unfortunately, but there's other products from them that I love. Like they're a great affordable drugstore brand, you know? This line was just a miss for me. Okay, now moving on to the face. These I think are so beautiful. I've actually been using it as like the mirror for most of the tutorial, but these are newer from Pixi. These are their Nuance Quartet little like face palettes, and I just thought these were so pretty. So you have two highlights, a bronzer, and a blush. So this one is Sugar Blossom, and then we have Honey Nectar, which this is probably the one I'm gonna use. I think this will be a little bit better for my skin tone. It's a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna go in with the bronzer first, just like a fluffy little bronzing brush. This looks like this has a little bit of shimmer to it, which is how I like my bronzers. And just gonna apply that. Yeah, this is very natural, but it has a pretty sheen to it. Not super dark. Maybe I'll hop into Sugar Blossom to this bronzer. Yeah, that one working a little bit better. We'll use a little bit from both of these palettes just to warm up the skin. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with this blush. Pop that on the cheeks. This is pretty. Reminds me of like NARS Orgasm, the shade, kind of like a corally. Then I'm gonna go in with this gold highlight. This looks so pretty. Okay, the swatch didn't swatch that pretty. I'm kind of sad. It looks pretty in the pan though. All right, come on. Let's hope this applies pretty on the face. Quiet. Okay, all right. Not bad. Is it like the most blinding? Like I feel like it looks more blinding in like the pan than it really applies to the face. It's still very pretty though, like that, so I can't complain. Like that looks very pretty. It's just a little bit more of a subtle highlight where I thought it was gonna be really blinding. Like it looks really shimmery in the pan, so not bad. Don't hate it. Is it revolutionary? Probably not. Today was just my day to test out some things that I guess were not really gonna work for me though, amazingly. And it happens, you know? But if you like a bit of a lighter highlight, like I know not everyone wants to glow to Mars every day, totally understandable, then you would probably really like this, because it's still pretty. Okay, now last but not least for our lips, we have this little lip duo that is part of the ColourPop line. So we have the liner, which this one, and these actually come together, which I thought was really cute. So the liner, the shade is, does it say Come We Fly? This is gonna be a red, so we're just gonna have a lot going on. We have like a green and purple eye, a red lip. It's a lot today. That lip oil though, that lasted pretty well. Like my lips feel good right now, like very hydrated, and I've been filling for like almost 2 hours, so it's lasted nicely. So just lining my lips. This red looks really pretty. All right. Their lip liner is really nice and creamy, and then we have Winnie, which is the shade on the lipstick. Is this a cream, it says. Kind of goes on like matte though. Oh no, I think that was just like the first. It's definitely creamy. This is actually a very beautiful shade of red. Normally I wouldn't wear this bold of a lip with this bold of an eye like together, but this is beautiful. Like with a lighter eye, especially as we move into like the holidays, perfect. And it feels really nice on the lips. I love that, very pretty. All right, so that was everything, you guys. This was kind of a whirlwind of a tutorial. I don't know if anybody's even still with me at this point. We kind of went through the ringer together today. And now I'm gonna get all my hair and my lips. Ooh. But I hope that you guys enjoyed testing new products. Like I said, not every time is everything gonna work out for everybody. So we definitely saw that today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it still. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.